Alright, so let's exit Wutai. Now, we do have to march back to our ship way in the south where we parked it, but before we leave this area, there are 2 new enemy skill materials we can pick up. One is on the beach here, so I'm just going to run along here till I get into an encounter. And we can learn our thing from this guy. So we'll attack him. Yeah, he counter attacks with that move. And he likes to put up barriers. The huge Demi. Manipulate did not work, unfortunately. So yeah, you want to manipulate this guy. Fortunately, he's not taking it right now. Come on. Come on. There we go. Finally manipulate him. So, from this guy, you can learn something called Death Force. So you want to make sure that you get that on both of your enemy skill materia. What Death Force does is it makes you immune to instant death attacks, which is very helpful. Yeah, we know. There we go. That's him taken care of. And there's one more enemy skill that we can find from an enemy that is on the green areas. So, because if you go too far south, there's kind of that gray burnt out earth. Yeah, but you want to fight these guys. I do not need you, so we will try to take you out. And we want to manipulate one of those guys if we can. Did not seem to take it this time. Alright. Trying, there we go. We don't need the other one. Spaz again. And this thing has an ability called Magic Hammer. And as you will see, it takes away 100 MP and gives it to the user, making it very useful. I'll manipulate it again here. Okay. Use it on Yuffie so she can learn it as well. Yeah, but Magic Hammer is a very useful enemy skill to have for restoring your MP. It takes away 100 from the target and then transfers it to the user, so very helpful. And I want to get that MP back, so we will stay in Godo's house once more. All right. So let's get out of here. That is pretty much everything that you can do in Wu Tai. It's a pretty long side quest, but I do like getting, you know, the inside look on Yuffie and, you know, kind of her past, and, you know, you realize there actually was a valid reason for why she was trying to collect so much materia, although, you know, stealing it from us was not really preferable. But anyway, yeah, we're pretty much done here, so we can head back to our boat, ship, plane, whatever, the tiny Bronco, and keep on going. And yeah, it's still going to be a long hike because the only place that you can park your boat is on the very south tip of the continent. Wow, yeah, I'm surprised. It took a long time before I finally got an enemy encounter there. Let's see Leviathan in action. Tidal wave. Yep. And we get 2 X potions. I mentioned it before, but those bug enemies that you encounter here, if you kill them, they drop X potions 100% of the time, guaranteed. So if you like item farming, you are definitely going to want to stick around here for a while. Those lizard things, they drop Phoenix Downs, also I believe 100%. And if you run into any of those birds that you can find in this area, I believe they drop bolt plumes. So lots of good spoils that you can pick up here. And I think these things give you Phoenix Downs. I think it's 100% drop rate. Yeah, 3 Phoenix Downs. So yeah, you can stock up on a lot of nice things here. Here we go. Now, getting back to the main story, Sephiroth was headed to a place called the Temple of the Ancients. So we had to get some information to kind of find out where that is. It's kind of an attack, actually. Boom. I love how he spins the rifle around before he shoots. That's awesome. Yeah, so we have to find the Temple of the Ancients and figure out where that is, because that's where Sephiroth is going. So what you'll want to do... okay, that's Cosmo Canyon. This way, come on. Okay, I can only go in shallow water, so I can't go that way. There's the buggy if I want that, but you can actually take the tiny Bronco along rivers here as well, so you can kind of get back to the other side pretty quickly by doing this. And where you want to come is here to this house. Huh? Oh, another customer. You sure picked an out-of-the-way place, but if it's the Keystone you're looking for, you're too late. Don't have it. Keystone? What? You didn't come here for that? The Keystone is a key that unlocks the gate to a very old temple somewhere. You're not going to believe your ears, but I heard it was the Temple of the Ancients. The Temple of the Ancients? Don't take it seriously. It's just a legend. Yeah, so talk to this guy. Huh? What is it? Where's the Keystone? I sold it already. Yeah, well, to tell the truth, I didn't really want to sell it, but the guy had a way about him that made you feel like it might not be a good idea not to sell it to him. Who did you sell it to? The manager of the Gold Saucer. I think his name was Dio. Said he was going to put it in his museum, and then he took off out of here. And where's the temple? Come on, it's only a legend. But if it were true, that sure would be something, huh? Now that you mention it, I've heard of something called ultimate destruction magic. It's supposed to be hidden somewhere in the Temple of the Ancients. Ultimate destruction magic? Come on, I said don't take it seriously. All the weapons you see here I made myself, but lately I haven't been able to get materials. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a mithril on you, would you? I'll trade you something good if you could spare some. Yeah, give him some. Hey, thanks. All right, you can help yourself to either a big or small box. You might think you want the big box, but actually, if you go to the small box here, you can get the Great Gospel. This is a limit break that Aerith can use. So actually, I'm just going to make a quick change in my party here. Because Aerith has all her limit breaks except for the final one, which is Great Gospel. Let's just kind of switch things around here. Exchange with Yuffie. Steal, that's okay because she's not like a super effective thief anyway. Give that to Cloud, and we'll give him Death Blow. But once your characters have learned all their other limit breaks, you can then use these limit skill items to teach the fourth limit skill to that character. So I'm going to use it for Aerith. Yeah, this should be okay. Type, and we can now set her to level 4. Great Gospel. Yeah, so Great Gospel is really nice. Basically, level 3 here. I'll check here. So level 3, Plant Protector makes her allies invincible. Pulse of Life fully restores allies. Great Gospel does both. It basically combines the level 3 limit breaks into one. So very useful. Anyway, to get the Keystone, which apparently unlocks the Temple of the Ancients, we need to go back to the Gold Saucer. So we can park here, and then it's easier just to walk back here to North Corral, where we can take the ropeway. Yeah, you guys again. Come on. Alright, trying to take him out, hopefully. And Ramu leveled up, which is what I wanted. That's good. Alright, so we will replace it with Titan. And there's the town there. How much money do I have? Yeah, I got a lot of money. That's good. So we'll go up here to the gold saucer. There we go. Super cheerful music. So this time I have enough money to buy a lifetime pass, so I'm definitely going to do that. Yeah, so purchase the 30,000 pass. Yeah. If you have a gold ticket, you can come and go freely into the park, as long as you don't lose it. Here at the Gold Saucer, there are many places you must pay with GP. Yeah, we know. Alright, so now that we have the gold ticket, we can go and we can come and go into the Gold Saucer whenever we want. This is going to be very useful, more so in the late game, because there's a lot of stuff that we can do here. Anyway, for the time being, we are going to go to the battle arena. Yeah, and Dio's showroom is here. It's the Keystone. Long time no see, boy. You like that, huh? Can you let me borrow this? Sorry, but it's not for rent. Since you've been good to me in the past, I can let you have it on one condition. One condition? Entertain me. What do I gotta do? Oh boy. Nothing all that difficult. This is the battle arena. Show me your fighting skills. Just you, my boy. I'm expecting a good fight. Yeah, so basically you fight here in the battle arena. Diamond, I think that's just a regular attack. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really bother setting up for the battle arena. There basically is a recommended setup for competing in the battle arena. I'm not really worried about doing it yet, though. Basically, because this is part of the story, you don't have to actually win all the battles. You just need to try to fight your best. And that will actually heal me, which is helpful. Thank you. Alright, I gotta take these guys out. There we go. Now, here's the tricky part of the arena. After you win a battle, they give you a handicap if you choose to keep going. So let's see what we get here. So Cloud dropped 5 levels for the rest of the battles in the arena. So against multiple enemies, we're gonna probably rely on our magic and summon abilities. Flip the table. There we go. Oh, magic materia is broken, so I can no longer rely on magic materia. Now, of course, I don't think he had any magic materia really to begin with, so not too worried about it. Big spiral. Oop, missed. I mean, I can just kind of keep slashing with my sword. Oop. and my barrier is gone, but yeah. HP is cut in half. My max HP, so there we go. Definitely probably want to protect myself with big guard here. I'm not sure what this does. Oh, drains my MP. Okay. Whatever. At least I still had enough MP left to cast my spell. That's really the important thing. Use the ether to get my HP or my MP back, and then we will start taking this guy out. Oh, nice, critical, and a counter attack. Very nice. Ooh, I was worried I might lose my command materia. That would have been bad. It does shrink me. If I can use a cornucopia, I will go back to regular size. There we go. Halt Whip is dangerous because it could paralyze me. Like I said, I did not really set up to protect Cloud against any status ailments or, you know, set up my materia to be the most efficient in the arena. Although having things like HP plus, counter materia is very useful in the arena. So, you know, he was not set up, I wouldn't say optimally set up, but climb a hazard and take this guy out. There we go. Doing not too badly. Ooh, of course, now I'm getting down to the dangerous spot where I don't have a lot of, I don't have a lot of HP. And you guys like to cast slow on me, so I'm going to use Big Guard because that'll cast haste on me. But yeah, my HP is starting to get to dangerous levels where if I'm not careful, these things I could find myself getting KO'd. I don't know how much HP these things have. Okay, so three attacks, I can basically take them out. I should get myself some more MP as well. Now I gotta use Big Guard, unfortunately, to counter the slow effect. Because slow is, again, just like Paralyze. It's not quite as bad as Paralyze, but it's pretty brutal in one-on-one battles. Okay, I got shrunk again. I need to buy more cornucopia. And beta is the best way to deal with these guys. Yeah, again, the HP is starting to get low. I should probably heal when I get a chance. Oh, I didn't realize there were 4 of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, magic materia broken again. That's okay. Oh, this guy. Oh, actually, laser. Do I have enough? I don't have enough to laser. But if I can use an ether, as long as he doesn't KO me with one hit. That's what I'm worried about, really. You know, just to be on the safe side, let's high potion. Just so that in case I get hit, he doesn't take me out with one very potently. And I do have laser, which worked on this guy really well before. There we go. Wow, I have to say I was not expecting to actually win those battles. Well done, young man, and as promised, you
can take it. Oh, and I'll give you these too. So the Protect Vest and Choco Feather are prizes if you manage to complete all 8 battles in the arena. We shall meet again. Yeah, okay, yourself, buddy. All right, anyway, that's pretty much time for this episode. But we got the Keystone, and we are, next episode when we come back, we will find out where the Temple of the Ancients is, and then we will go there and see if we can stop Sephiroth. So thank you so much for joining me, you guys. As always, leave likes and comments, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and I will see you again very soon.